Some good Christmas vibes from the great Smrangalang. Because, well, we in TTT celebrate Christmas in July, and our next guest is helping us do so technically with products for the season. Welcoming her back to the Now Morning Show. We say good morning to Caroline in the Green Market.
Good morning.
Oh, wait, Green Label, Lord, Green Market.
Thanks for having me. Yes, it's a market as well.
It is a market, and it is giving us the panchagram that we loved so much last time that you were here.
Yes.
So tell me how we went from just making panchagram in the house and everybody enjoying it to now a full-fledged market that we're having Christmas-ish celebrations all the year through.
I mean, you can do anything, because
I love that.
Like, honestly, when I started the brand, I had no idea where it would take me. And I always wanted to do markets as well. And I was like, why not be the first panchagram brand to have its own market? Like, why not do that?
Get him.
You know? So last year I had my first two markets at Fitch Street, Fitch Street Market on the Avenue. And this year, every year I start off with some goals. And one of my goals this year was to have a Christmas in July market at C3. And like since February, I'm like nagging C3. I was like, what day can I get? What day can I get? And finally, they told me Saturday, 23rd July. Okay. So this Saturday, we're having 20 vendors.
Oh, wow.
Right?
We're not even starting small. 20 vendors in C3 Center.
Yes, the brand is growing, yes.
Wow. What type of vendors are we looking at
Okay,
then?
so you have hair products, body products, fitness products, apparel, panchagram, of course, pastel, wine. Corinne is bringing her books, of course.
Nice.
Yeah. Corinne is she's my most loyal vendor.
I love it. I know Corinne is on her way to getting her own markets as well in terms of books and that sort. So this is lovely.
She's launching, I think, 3 more books for her birthday this year.
She is depressing, quite frankly, because here she is not even 8.
No.
But we will get back to Corinne, because what I'm hearing is that it's not just Christmas products. No. We're talking about things that we're using throughout the year, gift ideas maybe, but everything you can think about.
Yeah, there's something for everyone at this market, and we just encourage everyone to come and support the vendors. It's been a tough pandemic for everyone, especially the small business owners. So come out, dig deep in your pockets. If you don't have cash, there's an ATM right opposite.
Oh, I like how she knows where the ATM is.
Yeah, right
Tell me how you decided to pick the vendors, though, because then I kind of thought it would have been more Christmas themed. Not that it's disappointing. Yeah. I love shopping, so bring everybody. But how do you decide who gets to be a part of the market?
Usually we handpick our vendors, so we know what we like and we know what we want to see at our markets. So we specifically invite certain vendors, and then after we open up a few spots for other people who would be interested.
Right. Yeah. So these vendors may become available at the next iteration of this market.
Yeah. We always invite our previous vendors. We give them first priority, and once they accept or decline, then we decide how much room we have for the next market.
It's an exclusive little club.
Yes.
But I like that, because a sense of community is always necessary when we talk about building any brand. Yeah. So that's a beautiful facet to this market. Now, as much as you have 20 spots already, you're looking for patrons. When's the next one, and how can people get involved with that next one?
We're hoping to have another one December 18th, once everything goes well. But we just want to focus on Saturday, and we want everyone to come out. Like, everybody who lives in Trinidad and Tobago, come to C3.
Come across, really. I love
if you have to take the boat, come across and just, spend some money, have some fun, sample some wine, some panchagram, some pastel. Our pastel vendor actually has Jira chicken pastel.
Jira chicken. Oh, yeah, listen, you should make goodness and make some real amazing things, I have to say it like that, because Jira chicken pastel.
Yeah.
I think I will make that trek just to sample it. And a sample,
I'm excited. Yes, I'm really excited about that. Yeah.
I'll bring Jaron along.
Yes, please.
But in that case, we are talking about Trinidad, and you mentioned Tobago. Will there be the opportunity or the plan to go to Tobago as well?
I would love that. I would love the opportunity once Tobago allows me.
Nice. And moving to
I'm not sure where I would have it in Tobago. I love the beach, so I would love to have it on the beach.
That could be a whole different vibe.
Yeah.
But I don't want to think about logistics, because I know this is a small team. It is a small group. And so beyond the market, we continue to have the panchagram. How do we find you? What is the production like? When we get into groceries, let's go into the drink.
Right now, I'm a one-man team.
Really?
I am looking for help. I want somebody to help me because it's getting to be a lot, and as you know, I wear many hats.
Yeah, I was just about to say, as it grows, it's going to require
So I definitely want some help to help me out with production, and then soon I want to venture into groceries and not just limit myself to Trinidad, but overseas as well. Like last year, a customer took my product to New York and sent me a picture with it in the snow, and that made me so happy.
I can imagine.
So I wanted to go all over the world, yeah.
Absolutely. And in that case, you were getting some volunteers from my production staff telling me that, depending on how much you pay, he might help you. You know exactly who I'm talking about. But don't take that. Don't take his word for it, because people still need to find you. So what is the site? What is the Instagram, the Facebook?
So my Instagram is the Green Label TT, and if you need to call me, if you have any questions, you can call me at 688-3200.
Now, Kaylene, I'm going to digress a little bit, because as you mentioned, you do wear many hats. So I do not know how you're doing it all in terms of pulling off a whole market, producing your product yourself, and still doing all sorts of management and coordination as well. We have certain seasons coming up that you're usually a big part of. How is that going? What else is next for Kaylene?
I have a lot of things. I started my event company, C Stewart Events. So I did my first wedding last month.
Nice.
Yeah, and it was amazing. It was like the most flawless wedding ever. So if you need me to do an event, call me.
I love how she brushes the aside.
And then of course College Boy Jesse, and some days I feel overwhelmed, but I'm taking everything one day at a time, and I'm doing what I can in 24 hours. I'm trying not to push myself too much, but like just be realistic and try to enjoy everything that I do, so it doesn't seem like it's work, but I want to still be happy. Yeah,
I think that's perfect in terms of advice for anybody wishing to embark upon multiple endeavors. It is possible, and you manage it by making it small bites at a time. Not being overwhelmed is key in this year guava season, as we say. So speaking of guava seasons, when we get in more flavors?
Well, right now we have the traditional, the coffee, the CMOS, and I honestly just don't have time to make more. I don't have time to go in the kitchen and fiddle and try the flavor. But I would. Once I get the help, I'm gonna get time to experiment. For right now, it's just like, make as much as you can make, girl.
I hear you. Kaylene Stewart, the founder of Green Label Market, and of course the name behind one of my favorite flavors of Panchakrem, giving us even more in a market that we can look forward to this Saturday at C3 Center, which is free to the public.
Yes, of
in
course.
terms of coming in to explore a host of vendors, get your Christmas shopping done, because it's not just pastel and Panchakrem, but just about everything else you could think of happening this Saturday. You do not want to miss it. Find out on Facebook, Instagram, and call her for more information. But for now, we are headed to a break, as I am going to up my cup with some Panchakrem. The Now Morning Show is getting real nice on this Friday morning. Come on.